Welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium in Oxford, Mississippi. It's the Houston Cougars and the Ole Miss Rebels. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Well, guys, the Cougars head coach told me before the game, bringing his team in on the road against a very good team, ranked in the top 25. They have everything it takes to compete. This is a big matchup that fans are excited to see, but he said we have to execute early and eliminate mistakes at the line of scrimmage. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Ole Miss offense will have the football first. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing. Tackling, staying in your gaps.
He wants to go deep. Snatches it on the right. Off to the races. Touchdown, Rebels. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cougars offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. Last time we saw these guys, they came out firing. They were up to any challenge offered by the secondary. Any suggestions on how to prevent that from happening again this week, David?
And it's tough to have that great of a QB and that great of a wide receiver, but you definitely have to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Jam him. Mess up the timing. Their chemistry and timing with this elite QB, elite receiver is really good. Jesse, I got to mess it up somehow.
And you just have to take calculated risks, right? Every defensive coordinator wants to be aggressive, and you want to press him and play press man, but you can only do it a handful of times because you know in this game, when the quarterback sees that isolated matchup, there is no question he's going to take a shot deep down the field to that guy.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. It's Henderson. Fires to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guy. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
Uh-oh, look out. He's got the first down. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. And the Rebels have it with a 1st and goal. They'll run it. It's Turner. They weren't going to let him loose again after that big play. This time they knock him down behind the line.
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Ole Miss. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders.
Breaks away on the left. And the explosiveness, the big gainer, gets it to the 49-yard line.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
Off play action on first down. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
They tried to go play action, but that did not affect the defensive tackle. He was bull rushing his guy, collapsing the pocket. He comes away with the sack.
Back to pass, it's Henderson. Look out! Still looking. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe two, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense has it. They're on the move. Everything's bouncing and jiggling and rolling, and it's going forward, and he's loose. Scoop and score. Touchdown, Rebels. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, one with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Houston offense out and ready to go. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. On the ground, it's Sanford. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw, it's Henderson. On the move. Keeps it himself and gets the first. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Press center down's going to the air. They're all over him. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Sells to fake. Out wide right, it's Barnes. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. Houston is moving it quickly down the field. Motion from the wideout. Straight ahead, it's Sanford. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Defense way over-eager there, and now the entire playbook just opens up before the eyes of this offensive coordinator. Back to pass on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. That pass is incomplete. Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Headed to the end zone. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. Houston has it with a 1st and goal. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Houston. Hello.
And sometimes these games can snowball. You get down 21, next thing you know, you look up, it might be 35. Nice answer, put a drive together. Now the defense has got to get you a stop. Then you try to put another drive together. One possession at a time, try to climb back in this football game.
PAT unit on the field. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Almost everything has gone their way so far, up 21-7, and they have it back. Now hits it, it's Turner. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run.
There he goes to the left. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. And the Rebels come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. To throw, it's Knight. Escapes the pressure to his right. Throwing on the run. Got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels. His 3rd touchdown of the game. That's almost half of his total, as he now has 7 on the year.
How explosive is this offense, right? They rev it up so quickly. Speed, playmaking ability, versatility, running, throwing, NFL talent all over the place. And after that last touchdown, they've already blown this game wide open. Guys, we're not even through the first quarter yet.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close the deal from 43 yards out with a touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's straight. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Caught behind the line. It's Turner. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few. 2nd and long here. The play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Wide receiver going in motion. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Houston will be forced to punt. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Hauls it in at the 40. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll go with a direct snap. And he's brought down after a short gain.
And nice job by this defense, really being physical at the point of the attack. There's not a lot of holes, man. They run the ball on back-to-back plays, aggressive linebackers playing downhill. Nice job by the D-line holding the line of scrimmage. And now they got them in a situation where this is where they want it. 3rd and long, guaranteed passing situation.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
Both teams wanted to run the football. Let's take a look at the numbers for these two guys so far. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Keep it on the ground. Showing off the arms. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. The Rebels pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Single back formation, and they give it to him. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 balls at the 18.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Run it with the fullback. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. The Rebels will come to the line to convert on 4th down. Making the adjustment. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Rebels! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Lining up to tack 1 more onto that lead. And the extra point was good to finish things off. They just finished off a 53-yard scoring drive. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. Deep in the end zone, it's straight. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Gonna run it. It's Sanford. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Henderson. Shakes off the defender. Makes a catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Hit as he throws. Hauls it in. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. Keeps it. It's Henderson. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
And that one's too high and too wide, out of bounds and incomplete.
That's really good discipline by this defense because they've given up some yards on the ground, and so naturally you think, be more aggressive, commit more bodies. Nice job staying patient, playing your responsibility on the outside, not giving up the deep ball, making them earn this, go down the field, and not give up those big plays.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
You never want to say it's over early. I mean, we're here early in the game, but considering what the scoreboard is saying, they absolutely had to have that play for them to stay in this football game. And sometimes it just takes one great throw and one great catch to wake you up. They need to score a touchdown on this drive. They need to score another touchdown on their next drive, and maybe that's the play that turns things around for them.
Not much running room. He had to break a tackle and still break another tackle to try to get back to the line of scrimmage. Not good blocking on the play.
But that's what coaches always emphasize, too. Never assume a teammate's going to make the tackle. You run to the ball, and they did it there.
100%, especially guys that are so big and strong and elusive nowadays. They're going to break tackles. Keep swarming, keep hitting them. Next guy, don't assume the tackle's going to be made.
And they have converted their first 2 third-down opportunities, but this one a 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Henderson. Unloads to the right. It's complete. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
And that's a big play for this offense, and they need to get going. They've built themselves a deficit. They need points on this drive, or else, guys, the second half, we're going to be telling old war stories, right? Like back in my day, and Jesse did this, and I did that. So, I mean, come on, offense. Let's put this together. Let's keep this game competitive.
Tells the run, wants to pass. Left side is straight. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Turns out it's Barnes. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Second down, gonna throw it. Rush is on. Good job just to get rid of that one.
And screens are all about timing, right? You want to invite the defensive line to fly up the field, and then you want to throw it right over their head. And you can tell just a little bit off. The defense got in there so quick, got the quarterback hit before he could really get his bearings and throw the screen.
And the field goal unit is on the field. And he'll try to knock it through from the right hash and 35 yards out. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. 4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Oh, pressure's coming. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Running behind that left side. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. And the Rebels moving quickly to the line.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down. And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a man, it's Knight. Bought a little time, lets it go. Right side, it's Cook. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the move. It's Turner. There he goes. Got the first down. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. He'll pull it down. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. The Rebels looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Tough run here. It's Turner. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They think they can create space here with a run to the right. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal. Under pressure. Tried to find some running room, but there was none to be had, and he's well short. It'll be 4th and 5. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Their hope for a touchdown gone by the boards, but they'll try to put up 3 before going to the locker room. It's good. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Fellas, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with the Washington Huskies taking on the Washington State Cougars. And it's the Huskies looking to make it 3 straight to start the new year. They're already on top in the first half. Now let's take a peek at some of the other contests around the country, games that promise to have an impact on the top 25.
The Rebels will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We check in with Holly Rowe.
I caught up with the Houston head coach coming out of the locker room at the half. He said turnovers are everything. The offense has really struggled. The quarterback, a couple of interceptions in that first half, but they do feel like they can rely on their rushing attack. They have 50 yards already, but can they go there more, especially with the quarterback struggling like this in the first half? Back to you.
Holly, thank you. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Out wide right, it's Frederick. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. First down for this offense. Grabbed behind the line, it's Drake. Still on his feet at the 45. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
Man, that is exactly how you execute an RPO. Like, quick read, get the ball out of your hand, get it to your receiver in space really quickly, on target, and you can make big plays. They made that RPO look so smooth and so effortless.
He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line. Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. Makes the catch. It's Drake. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Third and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Splits the uprights. Good.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
Number 90, set to advance on the football.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly.
Checking in from the Ole Miss sideline. There is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered, just going over 100 yards already in this game. I expect them to continue to feed him the ball. I'll keep you posted from down here on the sidelines. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Just feeds the running back. Past the 6. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. On the run, it's Turner. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. And the Rebels getting set on 1st and 10. Back to the ground game on the left. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Wants to throw. It's Knight. Right side, it's Turner. Breaks into the open. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game.
Ready. Blue 22. Blue.
The give to the left. Knocked down in the backfield. And boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. Give to the running back. Stopped again, and at least they made it back to the line of scrimmage this time. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's going to run it. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that first down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off. The Rebels kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Takes the handoff. It's Turner. He's brought down immediately and barely got it back to the line of scrimmage. They've methodically worked it down the field. This the 11th play of the drive, but the defense can get off the field now. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he has vexed his defense with the scrambles. Another first down and yet another big gain. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Going to the run, it's Lindsey. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Rebels. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he added the extra point. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Here comes the Houston offense once again. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. You kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Caught in the backfield, it's Barnes. Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Henderson. Here comes the heat. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are...
It's a fumble on the play. He picks it up, still on his feet. He'll be brought down, but he was trying with everything he had to turn that disaster into a 1st down and came up a little short. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
Will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. The give on the counter. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Offensive coordinators don't really have play sheets for third and...
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. The give on fourth. He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still alive. Pulled it, finds his man on the left. First catch of the season for this highly touted wide receiver, and man, their fans have been hungry to see that. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Looking for space. It's Sellers. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They've got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
And the Cougars come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. And here comes the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Looks it in. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
And there's a coachable moment for that young man right there. It's a nice run. Your team's got the lead late, but because of that, you cannot go out of bounds before you get to 2 minutes. If you go out, the clock's going to stop. And that's a coachable moment, something he'll learn from moving forward.
Motion from the back. Makes the tackle.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Scanning the field, it's Knight. Throwing right. He's got it. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. The Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Complete in the middle. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Rebels have this offense rolling. Drops back on first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
QBs do a really good job of feeling pressure and trying to get away from it. You can see he wants to, but there's nowhere to go. Great job by the defense. Get him to the ground for no gain.
They'll send the back in motion. Trying to get the edge with the jet sweep. Stopped right there. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. 3rd and long right here. They want to throw it. Lets it go. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. He'll get rid of it. Out wide right, it's Ray. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. And the Rebels go back to work after moving the chains through the air. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. Big loss on the last play threatens to knock this drive off course. It's 2nd and 16. Drops back, it's Knight. He's got it and still on his feet. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Oh, he missed it. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. The Houston offense comes onto the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the first down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you could tell that was experience between receiver and quarterback. And that was a pretty good run there for the offense. And listen, I know this game's over, but that's what this offense needs a little bit more. They need a little more balance, a little more easy second down situations with some positive runs on first down. They just need something to get them going, some kind of spark. The ground game might be it in the future.
Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last two games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.